Otherwise, then he struggles in lane without the ability to just keep on spamming limp.
So we can see bottom lane, Ake is going to grab Maledict, goes in on Swindle, some heavy harassment here, Loda, the level on Desolate, but elsewhere, action on the mid lane as S4's been caught out, almost finished off the Astral into the arrow, he tries for the Drunken Haze lob, it ain't going to get the job done, so Z-Freak, not only does he grab a courier snipe, but now he secures the mid lane, giving Limp a much needed first blood. compLexity, having that hot start you'd want against Alliance in a Game 3 decider.
And able to do it around the ward. I'm guessing he was probably on the high ground, because otherwise S4 likely sees that one coming, but... I'm going to change up some settings here, but...
The Jungle Darkseer already level 3 and change, close to 4.
Oh, mid lane, arrow coming in again.
Oh, they got him again! S4 though evades the first orb. One miss. If he gets the second, maybe he's got a shot. Bottling up, trying to survive, backing away to the tower, has his own bottle charges, not enough. The extra int secures the kill. Z-Freak and Limp on point, while top lane, you can see Bulldog getting hounded back by Chessie and Handskin. No points in Slight yet. So they don't have that easy initiation for a change, but they do manage to get a change anyway on Bulldog, tanking the tower damage. Chessie with the poor man shield able to survive, and EGM arrives. Can he punish? He has a surge available. He's going to turn back towards Handskin, tether up in 3. I think Handskin just tethers out of this one, gods. It's going to be close, arrow. They're looking for the turn. It could be another kill. 3 down, possibly 4. EGM also going to drop. Bulldog is TPing in. Oh, he thinks about it. There's the tether out. Handskin straight back to the last ranged creep. Just enough buffer to keep him alive. Chessie will tank one last pot shot from the tower, but a 1,200 gold swing when you're already leading at this stage. Oh, by golly, and now mid again. Astral, they're styling on S4 mid. Another arrow here, another kill. compLexity. Z-Freak, the gift that just keeps on giving. 0, 0, and 4. We already said he was the high-impact player on the Enigma in Game 1 in defeat. He's stepped it up here on the big stage.
I mentioned how he's kind of been the compLexity MVP to get them this far, and boy, is he showing it. Here, want some tangos, S4? Come and get him.
Bottom lane, making a move here onto Loda. They want to catch out the Spectre. The chain's coming through. He tries to dagger. He won't make it out. Z-Freak again finishing the job. I mean, almost kill stealth at this point. Gets him with the arrow there. But another kill, 6 to nothing.
6-minute arcane boots on Miranda. He saw Fear play Miranda earlier today. He's just like, Swindle, dude. Everyone's talking about how good Fear's.
Again here, teleport is coming from the Spectre. They're going to get eyes on him, and now they make the move onto Swindle, but creeps are in the way. Oh, the range creep's going to block it. Unfortunate. Swindles may go down here, and it looks like Z-Freak won't really be able to save him, even popping this out. But Chessie arrives, gets the chains out, and it hits both heroes, even with creeps there. It's a double for Chessie. compLexity, more and more momentum in the bottom lane. The Spirit's pounding into Loda. Will force him away.
Another arrow available. EGM,
it's going to be a longer shot, and he's just off the mark. Okay. So we see an abandoned middle lane, meanwhile. At Limp's just like, hey, where'd everybody go? Farming the creep wave. S4 is taking over top, does have the brew split ready.
And they have such good sustain with this push. Chessie used up all his mana, gets tethered, and the Arcane Boots gets the double Arcanes to heal him back up. Does get forced to Remnant out defensively, but Alliance having to commit a lot of heroes down bottom.
How do they initiate?
On either side. Swindles is just like, he wants to see and know everything.
It's a surge for S4, I guess that's the only way. They run him in, but already they have banished one. Limp, arrow coming through, it's gonna connect and it hits Ake as he's looking to back up Loda. Then the reinforcements arrive. Handskin though getting sideswiped by Bulldog, and they're gonna combine to look to bring down this IO. Handskin will fall, and now the Ember Spirit of Chessie simply has to run. The Brewmaster ult deployed, he goes back up to the high ground. Limp starting to hit harder and harder though. 15 stolen in. They need to control this OD or he can turn the fight. One more boulder toss, locking him in position. EGM with the level 1 back. Another arrow. It's another connection. This one on S4. S4's gonna drop, and now OD with the ult ready to rock and rumble. Might be turning it, but the cask bouncing everywhere. Could be enough to save the day. Ake going for the TP out. They get vision. They're gonna prevent it there with the Astral. Looks like Ake down. The rest of Alliance will make it out. But they expended all their big ultimates, and when the dust settles, you can't really call that a win.
Yeah, Alliance need to, well, they need to win fights when they use all their ultimates, and they lose that one, and now their ulti's on cooldown, so this will transition compLexity into the tier 1 tower, and even after this tier 1 tower, they can look to maintain their aggression until the Spectre Haunt, the Brewmaster split is back up, and compLexity are doing so well now. Even the fact, not just, even when Brewmaster split comes back up, you're still looking at a level 1 primal split, and you're kind of reaching that 15-20 minute stage of the game where
Spirit going down, and in fact, Chessie really pressing the issue against his former teammates. He will get silenced, but he's so far forward. The flank that's coming isn't going to be near him. Instead, they're going to find Z-Freak on the Mirana, off in the tree line, pops the Moonlight Shadow. Can they run him down? Swindles arrives, also joins the fight. They're going to roar S4, but S4, if he can get up the split, would really turn the tide. No, he's out of mana! The OG deprived him of it, so S4 bottling him frantically in the trees. Still no split. He's finally going to get it off, blinking into the midst of complexity, throwing the Ember Spirit up in the air, still holds the Aegis, but Lip is doing heavy damage. Now the BKB is worn off, maybe not so much. It's up to Chessie to bail out his buddy here. Can he save the day? Lip with the self-astral into the blink, killing off the pandas, but still the Ember kited, controlled and dealt with. Another chains crashing through. Chessie still taking advantage of the arcade rune. He's getting fairly low here. Another slide. They're also damn low. So too is he. He gets down one. Gem hits the deck. S4 wants it and he wants it bad, but Chessie finishes another. 4 down. Remnant forward. Out for blood. S4 frantically retreating just in chains range. I do believe. Oh, he misses it.
Oh,
it was close. It was almost a team wipe.
5 for 4
with an Aegis, so a 6 for 4.
Kind of a, yeah. Well, no, 4 for 4. Really.
Yeah, it's counting the Aegis.
5 including the Aegis.
4 for 4.
The Aegis was about to expire, so you can't even really consider the Ember a kill there. He almost died with control. Now the Beastmaster Hawks just controlling the map. There is some good Radiant Observer wards up, and complexity very likely going to be heading for that Roshan soon.
It feels like that fight could absolutely go either way.
Oh, by the way, I'll do another Arcane Rune.
Oh, Chessie, big jump forward, and it's on to Ake. He's just eviscerated. They do Brewmaster splitting commit, but the BKB's up on Lip. Can he even kill off Hanskin, who jumps down to the low ground, gets banished to safety by Lip, and the wall deployed by EGM here to try and finish off Swindles. Doesn't get off the roar. Lip now, no BKB. He is kind of surrounded here. Loda moving onto him, has the hammer ready. The Io's gonna go down, drops it, self-banish, will end up surviving for now.
He dodges the collapse.
And Chessie gonna make it out. Oh, Cores out juking Alliance. Can they survive longer? The Moonlight Shadow keeping Lip safe, but now banishing again. Will he blink out again? Doesn't get it off. He'll end up dropping. A 2 for 3 there, it appears. But they lost a critical hero in the OD.
Yeah, the Spectre going down, but I think ultimately Alliance happy with that exchange. They gain a decent amount of gold out of that. Huge damage dealt by the Spectre. And one of the interesting stats kind of I saw during the draft is that complex
Roshan
S4 if he gets roared and died, it's catastrophic. He has to make sure he gets off his BKB.
They have an arrow here. S4's the man in front. He's going to start it off on Swindles. We've seen this before, but a BKB, TP. They instead are going to hex Z-Freak, try to control him. So Limp is left free to do whatever he wants in this fight. He's going to drive EGM back, destroys the Darks here, but it's going to cost them Z-Freak's Mirana. So a lot expended here. Can they get the OD, or will he blink out of time? He's pretty quick to do it, but they cyclone him, control him, drop him down with the Organ. Now the Cascan that just seems Limp has no way out. Surrounded and beat, and he too will fall. And I believe Alliance will manage to recover their gem after all that.
Yeah, nice play from Alliance. They just instantly go in the aggressive.
They've used so much, but complexity, their turn not to have buybacks. Nothing on the IO, nothing on the Mirana.
Alliance would love this Roshan. It's actually going to respawn while
they'll leave a tree in there.
Yeah,
they're going to back a punch.
Io's going for the relook. He's sitting in the fountain. He's precast the spirits. He's going for this.
They're looking for it. The Roche dropping very slowly. Alliance aren't the best at killing off Roche. Now the chain's coming through. The BKB committed from Chessie. Swindles initiating. He gets up the roars onto Ake. Loda getting hammered down by Limp. He too is buyback. Dead for 100 seconds. Nature's Prophet. Instant buyback as well. But he's going to TP to top. They will not contest this Roche.
Bit of a rush buy.
And they get the cheese as well.
Bulldog's thinking, like, if this fight looks okay and Loda doesn't die, his buyback, he can TP in and they win the fight, take Roshan. But what a jump there. What a great call from complexity. They knew they could relocate the OD in, and that's something Alliance probably think like, oh, OD's dead for a while. Even if he buys back, he can't get to Roshan. Comes into play. Complexity see them go into the Roshan pit with the Hawk. Even when the Hawk dies, Chessie's just sitting here by spamming
going deep. He wants EGM. The arrow comes through. EGM almost runs back into it. Saved by the tree end. And now Chessie, ooh, close call. He's going to jump away. He doesn't even have BKB. The Brewmaster split comes out. They're diving onto Lip. The buybacks have been thoroughly committed here. They need to get something big. Alliance, this has to be a successful fight for them. Swindles has a roar suit. He's got a BKB. Lip has his own BKB. Stalling and waiting and biding their time. There's the tether keeping Swindles alive. The roar's up in 3. He's going to BKB. If they can kill off Lona. This could be the end for Alliance. It's a roar into an arrow, but can they finish him? Crashing through with the OD orbs, they will get a kill. It's a dieback for Lona. Chessie surviving and juking away. He's still gonna BKB. compLexity, a massive pick there, but it's instantly Bulldog the top. He's ready to go while they're busy trying to chase. He stalls this game out. He won't give up hope yet, but EGM doesn't have that level of mobility. They've lost Dooney too. compLexity so close and moving in, although Bulldog wants to split push, it's gonna be slow going for him. The buyback status is very grim for Alliance. 3 up for compLexity, 0 for the Alliance, and instantly they start to take out the melee racks faster and faster, hammering away. The Inner Beast helping, every little bit counts. compLexity coming into this tournament, Swindle said that North America and Southeast Asia would surprise, and so far we are seeing it. This band of Swedes and Americans doing work against Alliance, bringing down the melee bottom, working on top. They want the world. They're close. Alliance are on their last leg, still waiting 30. Spectre no buyback. He's not even trying. He's desperate. They're gonna pop dust. Chessie just walks in. BKB connects on 2. Roar's there as well. S4 is about to fall. Down goes the brew. Ake almost finished off. Chessie, no mercy, savaging his former teammates. And with that, compLexity has done the unthinkable. They are officially the dark horse story here of the Shanghai Major, marching towards the fountain, working on the throne. It's all coming down to a massive hold from Alliance, but with Chessie in front, it's going to be tough, and they won't even try. They call the GG. compLexity has done it. They survive, and it will be a showdown with EG that awaits them tomorrow.
Well, there's the time for some vengeance for compLexity, but right now, these guys are ecstatic, jumping up in their boots. They've done the unthinkable, taking the road through the lower bracket, taking out your TI3 champions. They've won over this crowd, LD.
Yeah, the crowd loves a